Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to be doing a Japanese inspired high school, kind of more like anime style, just because I've been watching MAID SAMA. I would say binge watching MAID SAMA for the past year or two, and honestly, if you haven't watched it yet and you like a good romantic comedy anime, honestly, I totally recommend it. I am obsessed, and when I was building this, I was watching it full the whole entire time. I found a video online on YouTube that has a 10-hour period of time that has literally all of the episodes, and it only has one season, unfortunately, and I wish they had another one, but they have it out on YouTube, and I'm so thankful. I'll put it in the description if you're the tiniest bit curious. I do watch dub just because, please don't come after me, but just because I'm not a fast reader, and I like to see what's going on the screen because I'm so focused on reading something. So I've been watching it, and it takes place at a high school in a maid shop kind of, and I honestly, I love the characters. I love them all so much. It is such an amazing show. So I got inspired by that, and I wanted to do a whole Japanese high school from it. So this is gonna be in either 1 to 3 parts. I'm hoping it's gonna be in 2 parts, just because this build is a really big build for me, you guys. I don't really do schools ever, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. I love the way it's turning out so far. Actually, as I'm editing this part, I'm still working on it, so there is a lot going on. I want to try and make this unique, but also mostly what you would see in an anime anyway, so I want to try and do it as best as I can. So I hope that the week after I post this, or whenever I do post this, I will have either 1 to 2 parts. I hope it doesn't have to go to 3 parts. I'm sorry if you're what? I wanted to see the full thing now, and I'm sorry. But it will be out soon, girl, I promise. But I really do like the way it turned out. I got a lot of inspiration from MAID SAMA, and I know I'm probably gonna butcher the name, but Haikyuu, that volleyball anime. It takes place obviously at their school, and they're doing a lot of volleyball, and there's just a lot of clips of the school, so I wanted to do that as well. So I paid homage to a couple of the places. I also looked at the gallery to see what some people are doing, and I saw that they put what I'm working on right now, the top 2nd floor on the outside, and I remember that because I literally just finished watching Fruit Basket. Honestly, such an amazing anime too. I'll link that down below as well, because that show literally made me cry. The ending made me cry, but what I would not say cry, but I was sweating, you know, through my eyes, okay? I don't cry.
It's enough to make a grown man cry, but not this man. Get back in there, Tia.
But I paid a lot of homages to different types of animes. I don't know if ones that you'll probably recognize, but obviously the gym is part of that volleyball anime, and I did do a building on behind it, which is also in that volleyball anime, that they go in and get all their supplies and stuff like that. I can't fully remember what the whole functionality of it is. I think that's where they hold little meetings too for the sports clubs. So I wanted to do that also in the back, and honestly, I think it turned out really, really cool. I have a sports track, I would say a running track, I guess, that. The little thing, I can't remember what it's called. I've been out of high school for oh god, 3 years, 2. I can't remember, and I can't even remember what it's called. Like a running track, you know what I mean? You'll see it at the end. but it is there as well, and I just did it out of just like the paint terrain, and I used like some fences to kind of make it like you'll see like where the track kind of is, and I wanted to put a soccer like net on either side because we had soccer nets in The Sims 3, right? But we never had them in The Sims 4, and EA should really put that in. That's another thing that I think of, like when we got the fitness pack for The Sims 4, why didn't we get like dumbbells or more sports equipment or like things like that? Like that, to me, like that was a missed opportunity for sure. I know that they have like basketball nets and they have that rock climbing wall, which is cool and all, but like, girl, where like where are you going to do a rock climbing wall with fire on the bottom? Don't get me wrong, I love a new death in The Sims. It is awesome, and honestly, I'm also doing like up-to-date deaths with all The Sims 4 soon, so this will be like fun for me. But don't get me wrong, but like I think it was a giant missed opportunity for them to not have, or for them not to put in soccer nets. You know that we have like the soccer teams in the university pack, and your Sims can go and they can participate, which is cool and which is really amazing. But why didn't they put a soccer net, like, so your Sims could practice? Yeah, they can practice like dribbling or like doing the kick-ups or whatever, but like, why don't they have like a net? Someone America, explain why. Like, this doesn't make any sense. So I don't know, girl. Anyway, I have like, maybe in the future, if The Sims put the soccer nets in, that would make me so happy. But if one day, if it does, I have an outline of where they should go. Okay, so I got you guys for the future, right? So I don't know. I think it was a missed opportunity. But anyway, back to the build. I wanted to make this as bright and as nice as possible. If a lot of you have watched me do builds before, I changed the location of where I'm building way too much. Like, way too much. I will go from like the cats and dogs world to the Get Famous world, just because like the lightings are a little bit different. And in the like Get Famous pack, when you go into like build by mode, the lighting is like so bright and nice, and I do like the lighting of the cats and dogs as well, but I kind of like to go back and forth between those two. So you will notice I switch to that lot a little bit later on, so I hope that doesn't bug you guys. I've been doing it probably for all my builds, and if you haven't been noticing, I'm sorry I had to bring it up now, and now you'll probably notice and be like, why is she doing that? But it is what it is, and that's what I do. But at the same time, it just kind of gives me a good grasp of where, like, how everything's looking, if that makes sense. With different lighting, it's a different feel, a different vibe, and I just want to see kind of like where it fits, you know, where it hangs. Another thing that I had trouble with this build is actually getting doors that look decent enough to put on the wall when it's either like the highest wall or the medium height wall. I really hope in the future, in The Sims 4, in The Sims 5, that we get some better doors for higher style walls. I just want a nice normal glass door for a height without like a blue tint or black tint or anything like that. I just want a nice one that's not weird, it's not crazy, it's just a door. That's all I want, please. And soccer nets. That's all I want, EA. Please listen to me. That's all I beg you. But it's okay. Maybe one day in the future. But here we are going to be making the staircase that is going to go in between the floors. I don't know about you, but in my high school we had this as well. It was kind of like the sides of the school, either on one side or the other, and it had a staircases that connected all the different types of floors. And I kind of wanted to incorporate that into this build, it definitely felt a little bit bland with just like boxes everywhere. So I definitely wanted to go out of my comfort zone and make it a little bit more pizzazzy, a little bit more special, a little bit adding a little touch, like a little personal touch to it, just to remind me of my home and where I went to school. So I don't know, I liked my high school. There was definitely a lot of drama that happened. My life definitely did take a toll around like grade 10 to like grade 11, 12-ish. So it was really interesting for me, but honestly, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's really done wonders for my relationships that I have now in the future, and honestly, I really liked it. But I'm gonna tell you, I liked my elementary school way better than my high school. There was a lot of people, but there was a lot of drama. Girl, I hate drama. I don't know, you guys haven't really got to know me yet. For a lot of you, you are a lot of new people coming in. It's February, no, sorry, it's March. Oh my God, it's March. It's March 3rd, and we are almost at 600 followers. Like, what? There's so many of you. Thank you so much. But for anyone who personally knows me, I don't like drama. Girl, it is not my vibe. It is not my scene. I don't want to get involved with it. I don't want to be near it. I like listening to it. Don't get me wrong. I like listening to the tea. I like listening to everything, but I don't want to be a part of it, girl. If it's gonna affect me, I don't want any part of it. Okay, so honestly, that happened a lot for me, where I get kind of like stuck in between things, and it wasn't a lot of fun. And sometimes I would get pulled into it because I'm kind of like a peacemaker. Sometimes like I'll try and make people feel better, and then I get myself involved and it just doesn't work out. But it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of wonderful people. I met one of my best friends in there, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So it was a blessing and and a curse, if anything. But let me know in the comments down below if you have made it this far in and you hear me saying this. Let me know. Did you prefer elementary school or did you prefer high school? Like I said, mine's elementary school. I was good in elementary school. I was like 5 years teacher's pet, 5 years not. So I had like a balanced record. But it was a lot of fun, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But here we are gonna be just working on everything now, and it's starting to come along. I'm just gonna be doing a lot of the exterior parts of this build, a little bit on the interior, just so you can see kind of where I'm putting the walls. I change a lot of them. You'll probably see a lot of that in the next YouTube video, because this video is already racking to be 13 minutes. I don't like my parts. Like I have my Japanese school inspired one. Oh, sorry, no, my Japanese street inspired. There was 2 parts, but they would range roughly around like 15 minutes, and that's like my limit for like parts when it comes to a video. So this will be 15 minutes long. My next one, if it's the second part, I'll let you know, and that's the final one. I'll let you know, girl. But this one right now is just everything kind of, exterior mostly, and a little bit on the interior, just so I can get a good feel of where I want everything to be. But that being said, this isn't gonna be exactly where everything is gonna be. I'm definitely gonna change some areas because I feel like a couple places could use a little bit more TLC, a little bit more love. Definitely a weird layout that I have going on here. So I definitely want to try and make this work so it's not 100% on everything that is there right now of what you see. You will definitely see that in the next part, so make sure to check for that whenever I post it. I will definitely post it soon, and yeah, I really hope that you all stick around to go watch it. So thank you so much for watching. This is definitely a build out of my comfort zone, so please go easy on me, but I can't wait to show you the full build of itself and all of its glory. And yeah, please maybe consider subscribing, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.